DIY day 37. I don't know if you're ready for it to end, but on my 40-day challenge, I'm ready. So we're back to DIYing for you at home. We just delivered a 3031 A-Rod sedan delivery. So I've swept up the shop a bit here. I've laid out some of the cars we still have. And I believe of these cars, there are 2 of them sold. And the rest of them were, I think one was a canceled order, and I think some of them, this is a Model A with the hinges, suicide. We can change that. Or we can sell you a, this one's pretty far along. It's got metal in it and everything. Looks like the deck lid is at least hinged down there. It's not latched. Here's a 32.5 window. I got two 32.5 windows, so one of them is sold, I know, and one is not, but they both have the metal in it. This one was, okay, so this, yeah, this one's got, you're gonna have to put the external hinges, so it's right. So it's just something that we can either build all the way turnkey, or not turnkey, but build as a finished body. And time frames, we're getting pretty close in time frames now. I would say 6 weeks is realistic to have this one ready if you wanted it ready to go. This one is a sedan. It's a sedan, not an A-Rod. The A-Rod is channeled 3 inches to go on a 27 frame. So this one is suicide doors, all the metals in it. And again, these doors, no, this isn't. This is regular doors. This is what we want. So we're good to go. This is a good body right here. Don't have it sold. And if you wanted to do a DIY 2829 sedan, there you go. Here's one right here, ready to deliver. And then, like I said, this is a 32.5 window. We're in the process of getting it done. So this one's sold. I'm heading to the back room here. If you've been watching our videos very regular, you know this is kind of a place where I couldn't even move before. Here's another sedan. What I did with this one, I did the whole floor. You can see this mold kind of as it goes around. It's a one-piece mold with the fenders and the floor and everything all as one piece. So you can't kind of see that. There's other stuff on it. But so what happens, that fits underneath this floor and it just sits in. I've got a seat riser in this one, so it's a little different than our normal Model A, but it's for sale. And I would definitely want to pull a mold off of that floor. It's a plug, but that one, we could do that one. We got one more stash back here that I didn't know we had. So this one looks like a 2829 with the hinges going the right way. I don't know why this is back here. Maybe someone ordered a 3031 and we built a 2829, but anyway, there it is in stock, ready to deliver, either a DIY with all the metal in it, or again, we could build this. We're probably looking at 6 weeks out, you know, depending on how many orders we get in the next couple of days or the next week, but that's realistic. So I'm in the shipping room here. We got stuff ready to ship. We did ship a bunch here. We sent one out this morning. Sent a 3031 sedan delivery, A-Rod, which is just like this one. So this is a 27 frame. Channel down. This one's not a delivery, it's just a sedan with the doors. This one's all finished. Doors around, doors are hung. It's got a 4-inch drop stainless axle with a 4-bar setup. And it's got a 4-link setup in the back, something we don't normally do. And this is just stuff that was laying around, and I started building it just because it was laying around. Said, let's get it out of here. Put it together and offer it for sale. So I don't know what we're wanting to get for it, but we can build this to whatever place you want. Put the spindles on it, put the all the brakes on it and everything. But it's pretty much ready to go. So this one is also available. So lots of cars available. That hadn't happened around here for a while. No ready to deliver, like this 32 5 window here with the doors on, or this 32 3 window with the doors on, ready to go. We don't have any like that, or that Model A sitting over here with the door handles and everything on, ready to go. Don't have anything like that yet, but we're working towards it. So the start of my DIY, we're in team building now. It's no more DIY for me. I got the team around here, we got the culture right, and we're just gonna start getting it happening. With the production going, I'm pretty happy with. Time to focus on the turnkey world. Yep, the daily dose of Daryl. He's just knocking out rear ends. So there's not so many laying around. There's finished one on the floor. This is what's going to a 27. And
27, yeah.
doing one for a 32 next.
Yep.
I missed it. You had Insanity all together in the steering column. You and Eddie were working on all looking pretty. I walked by it this morning and now it's all apart again.
Yeah.
So really this thing's done and just down to figuring out the AC compressor.
Yep.
Knock it apart and we can.
But it's gonna, after I got to looking at it, it's gonna have to go underneath the alternator. It can't go up on top. There's no way of getting a belt to it to make it run because of the way it's set up. And since there's a double pulley on the bottom, the front pulley can run the alternator and the back pulley can run the AC compressor. It'll just have to be down a little bit, but it will still be out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, not to get into those over.
Well, I'm sure Timmy's listened to this one.
Yeah.
And so we'll start laying it out there and holding it here and there and get his input and we'll kind of figure that out. I'll try to video as we're doing that.
Well, that's the only place you can go. That's just it. There's absolutely no place else that it can go except for right here. It's got to go right here so it can go into this pulley right here. It'll have to be adjustable. This will have to be adjustable because if we put it up here, everything, water pumps in the way. We put it on the other side, the water pumps in the way. And that's the only place it can go is under there. So we'll make it look good.
All we got to do is make it look good and make it work.
Yeah, it will.
All right.
If it'll hold up to 800 horsepower and 7,000 RPM, that's something we'll have to check out.
7,000 RPM on
Oh,
this
I'm
motor?
sure if he gets on it real hard, it'll do.
Well, that's cranking a big block.
Yeah.
Well, Eddie's seen me coming. He's running away. Wave at least wave for us. Okay. So he had the Insanity all together and looking good. So now he took it apart. And now he's over here on the mean green machine. So we're getting the steering column put in. You can see the tube there. That's a PVC tube. And I haven't been part of this project at all today. So I'm going to assume that he's going to bond that PVC tube in. And what will happen is, yep, it'll bond in right there, and the steering column will go right through that tube. You can see we've got the column drop here, kind of have it fitting here. So right now we're putting the joint in. It's going to take a double joint to, this is going to take a double joint. Maybe it's not. Wow, that would be nice. So if it doesn't take a double joint, and we can get right to there like it's looking, that will be good. Otherwise, if you got 3 joints in there, you got to have the end. And you put the D shaft through the end, it keeps it from flopping. The D shaft just goes right in the rod end. And the rod end just goes into the frame. Yeah, this should be. Are we going to need to have 2 joints in here?
That's all we're going to have.
We won't
carry
need
it right here.
We shouldn't even need that then.
No, we need it.
We do?
Yep.
Okay. Betty says we need it. We need it.
I'll show you.
You going to show me why we need it?
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Okay.
And then edit out all the silent time in here.
All right.
You're figuring it
I
out.
was over here beating on it. You're over there beating on it. Yeah, that's more better. Yeah, see, if not, it's just kind of hanging there, so you need this to keep it there. And then it'll be adjustable. I ain't got the right joint for the bottom end. Just mocking it up. As long as it's
They're
You
straight.
clear the headers in the backside.
Yeah, we looked at them block under headers, and they'll do that.
Well, cool. This one's going to be ready to take apart here pretty soon then.
Yeah,
Paint the chassis and put it back together.
yeah.
Although I was disappointed, that was looking pretty good with the insanity here earlier
Oh,
this morning.
with Tim's car, well, I had to
Yeah.
have the mock-up column.
Oh,
So I-
that's right. We only got one mock-up column.
Yeah, I took it all apart.
But it's ready. So his car's ready to come apart then, except
Yeah.
for the AC unit.
Yeah. See, this
Very
is
good.
it. And you can adjust it. It'll be just like that.
All right, so you want it pretty smooth.
Yeah.
You don't want too massive a turn on your joints.
Yeah, on your joints here.
I mean, you can, I don't know what's it rated for, 18 degrees or somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
But if you go too much, it's gonna
It locks
gonna
up.
funk,
Yeah.
it'll lock up. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta be just like that. Just like that there.
So that's one of the things scares people, getting the steering and brakes. I mean, they're both pretty important components of your turnkey, but
Yeah.
kind of the parts that make people nervous. But not a deal for Fast Eddie.